Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay. Shalom. Hello, Jay.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. How are you doing?
I'm very well.
Yeah. I'm getting rattled every time these Tonka trucks go by, dude. It's like shaking the entire house.
It's remarkable.
Isn't it unbelievable?
It's got to be 25 yards right out to the road from where we're sitting, and it is absolutely shaking the foundation of this house.
Yeah, like over and over. What's funny, though, is if you go outside, it's not nearly as loud and obnoxious. So I don't know if it's just the vibration.
Maybe it's just your house is loose.
You think so?
You know, your windows and such. Yeah, it's just loose. Just needs tightening.
Yeah. I need to get a big screwdriver and tighten the house down. Because it feels like it's going to fall down every time these damn trucks go by. Anyway, I'm sure people can hear the beep, beep. Yeah. If you listen closely, you might be able to hear it in the background.
Back up, back up. That's what that means, right?
Bag up, bag up.
Anyway, how are you, my friend? Are you enjoying the soccer match? Are you enjoying those these days?
Are we really going to talk about the World Cup? I think everybody sort of goes 15. Okay, Jay's
Oh, they're talking about soccer again. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'll say this. Look.
It's entertaining,
man.
It
is, man.
Like,
give it a chance. If you've always just thought, like, I don't like soccer, you know, I played it when I was 6 or whatever, it's stupid, give this a chance. The athleticism you'll see. And the cool thing about it, everybody bitches about the low scoring, right? We as Americans, we want to see,
make sense.
Want to see
giant nets.
A 49-42 football game, and so to have a 1-0 game or a 0-0 draw, we can't appreciate that.
I know.
But what you realize is how fucking epic a goal is, man. I mean, it's just so hard to score, and when they do, they go friggin' nuts. Like you said, Richter scale in Mexico the other day. Yeah,
Mexico actually registered an earthquake when they won.
Minor earthquake, but earthquake nevertheless.
Nonetheless, dude. I mean, we might be registering one right now in this house, but that's pretty amazing if you think about it.
It's the lowest scoring, though. If you thought about it, like the NFL, I mean, it's false gold. We give 7 points to a touchdown. What if we just gave
60.
one? What if we gave but you know what I mean? What if we gave 2 to a touchdown, 1 to a field goal?
Yeah, you're only seeing a few scores a game.
I mean,
right?
it's not
hockey. You know, you'll see a 3-2 game, or you get 5 at most. Say.
Yeah, it's fun when you do watch it, because I have watched a couple games, and I don't give a shit at all. And I don't really give a shit about golf. But I watched the U.S. Open. It's like you really appreciate the talents of these guys. When you watch these soccer players, it's like, that is fucking amazing with these guys. The control. It's the control that gets me.
Yeah.
With these guys, you know, it's like have a guy kick a ball 60 yards and then you stop it on a dime. That's hard to do.
Go try that.
Yeah. Try it. Yeah. These guys make it look so easy.
And I watch a lot of youth soccer, you know, at various levels. Some really bad, some pretty good.
Yeah.
And still, man, to see these guys, you see a play and you're like, oh my God, that would have broken down 8 touches ago in the games I'm used to seeing, because that first one that they made just look so easy just wouldn't have happened right. It would have shanked off a shin and gone right.
Yep.
No, it's been fun, man. Although it's been an interesting tournament in that a lot of the top dogs aren't performing super well.
Ooh, I know.
Got Brazil with the draw
against
Switzerland. That was a surprise, and you had Germany losing. Of course, we'd mentioned that. But
England, Germany, Brazil. Those are just like the names.
You're going to hear a lot of people jumping on Belgium because Belgium took care of their business the other day.
Love their waffles. They're my favorite waffles, I think, in the world.
Yeah, they have the Argyle jersey. Have you seen that? Mm-mm. Yeah, they have the Argyle pattern across the front. They're really good, though, so watch out for Belgium.
Yeah, how long does the tournament last, by the way?
3 weeks.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'll pay attention as we go along. I'll try to watch more of them. I see it's on Fox all the time, so I'll check it out. You know, there's a story, Jay, that we have not talked about at all on our show.
Like? What did we miss?
I think it's just because we understand politicians.
Oh, you're not going to bring up the kids at the border, are you?
Yeah, I was going to. There's not a whole lot going on in the world, to be honest with you. But, you know, Laura Ingraham, of course, people are just like, oh, my God, we need to boycott our sponsors again. Like, we need her taken off the air.
Yeah, that was
she's a monster.
David Hogg, right?
Hogg threw his name back in the ring.
He led to the boycott, a month ago against Laura Ingraham? Maybe a little more.
Yeah, maybe a little more. Yeah. And he's back again. he's back calling, and people are like, can we get a updated list of our sponsors so we know who to go after? She called those camps where they're putting the kid, like, they keep showing pictures of, like, a kid in a cell, like a chain link cell, separated from their parents.
Like a dog crate.
Yeah. And it's like, she called them, like, summer camps for kids. And so people are like, what? Summer camps?
It's very difficult to know what honestly is going on with this.
Isn't it awful?
Yeah, I just don't know, and so you're going to ask me for opinions during this process, and I really don't have any with respect to this story. I don't know what the truth is.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same, which is why we really haven't talked about it, because I don't really know either. Unless you're like really into this story, it's impossible to know who's telling you the truth, because there's so many people that just, they hate Trump so much that it's like, what a monster. And then you hear other people going, yeah, Obama did the same thing, so did Bush. I mean, it's just like, it's highlighted now. But yeah, they're so they keep posting these photos of like one kid, 20 children lying on dark green mats inside a cage, only covered by thin emergency space blankets. And to me, it's like, yeah, it's very avoidable. Just stop fucking crossing the border illegally.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? My understanding is, maybe this is very simplistic and ignorant, but I think if you're going there truly seeking asylum, like, you are a victim in a country that you're leaving, and you're truly seeking
Salvador.
help from the U.S., asylum, that if you present yourself as that with underage kids, and you do so properly at a port, you will not be separated in that instance. The ones that are being separated, my understanding, maybe I'm wrong, is when you're trying to cross illegally.
Yes, and that's the way I understand it. If they get into the country and they're found, it's like, then you get detained and separated, because the kid hasn't done anything wrong. That's the problem, because the Trump administration has called for a zero-tolerance policy. That's the big catch here. And so it's like, if you come across and you're found illegal, you are going to be prosecuted. And at that point, they take the kid and they separate you from the kid. And so...
Yeah, so also my understanding is, as you said, this law was in place during Obama. It just wasn't enforced. So that's what people keep pointing back to. Hey, it was the same law during Obama administration, but now we're, in this,
forcing a law.
Hardcore, we're going to enforce this, and we're going to use it as a deterrent, possibly, to... Even Sessions sat there, I think, a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken, saying, hey, if you do this, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He did so a little too cheerfully, in my opinion, but whatever. He's an elf. He's an elf.
He is.
Can't blame him. He's used to, building toys with his buddies. He's
the Elfian,
generally a cheerful guy.
The Elfian styles that he has, it's remarkable. I mean, he's Keebler-esque. He really is. David Hogg, of course, heard these comments from Laura Ingraham. He's trolling her show all the time. Laura Ingraham, like Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity, would happily defend genocide if the Trump administration asked them to do so. Fucking Hogg. Other people were coming out. Laura Ingraham isn't going to hell. She's going to an intense sauna. Yeah, it did look kind of cool. I mean, I hear they got TVs in there, and they got Xboxes and PlayStations.
I don't know what to believe, Mike.
I don't either. Yeah, they're being held between like 45 and 55 days now, where during the Obama administration it was more like a month. But there's been so many people crossing that's presenting a problem for them. Yeah. She was it's an indigenous language to Guatemala.
Got it.
And it's like, well, yep. How about you go back to Guatemala?
I thought they spoke Guatemalanese there.
That's what I thought too. I didn't want to sound like an idiot, but I was confident they spoke Guatemalanese in Guatemala, but no, Quiche.
Interesting.
Yeah, is a nice language there. So she's traumatized now.
Like a Pig Latin sort of thing. I mean, Yiddish.
I think Quiche is a mix of Pig Latin and
Yiddish and
Guatemalanese.
A little bit of Klingon thrown in.
Yes, and then on Monday,
Somebody's speaking.
is this someone speaking Quiche? Look at E, located Quiche. That's a K, an apostrophe. There's an apostrophe
You think
in
I
it.
spelled that right?
Let me hear it. Yeah, I hear a little Pig Latin in there.
I think I heard some Bushmen.
I thought I heard some clicks too, whistles and clicks.
It does sound like Spanish with a flair.
Yeah, it's got a little flash, a little pizzazz, if you will. It's not terrible.
They've made it their own, sort of like, hey, we're Guatemalanese. We're going to make Spanish our own.
Yeah. Nice job, Carlos. He speaks a nice Quiche, too. Good for him. Did you hear they had they released audio? One of these groups released audio of the border agents talking to that kid that's crying.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
they're calling for mama and papa. And one of the agents is like, well, we have a little orchestra here. All we need is a conductor. It's like you got this little kid crying. I mean, it's if you want to make...
It's politically pretty tough to defend.
Yeah. Again, though, if you get strung at the board, I'm sorry. Fucking laws. Anyway, that's why we don't like talking about that story, because we just don't know enough about it. But see, Heather Locklear is back in the hospital.
Man. Are we seeing a Locklearian slide like we've never seen before?
I was going to say, this is a nosedive spiral.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause
all
we've seen
arrows.
Locklearian slides before.
Sure.
But not for a good decade. It led up the past couple months. I'm saying this is part of the last couple
Right.
months. But prior to that, once she left Sambora, I feel like
You think Richard was the
I
problem?
felt like she leveled out a little bit.
Oh, okay. You think she got balanced?
Yeah. And now
All right.
we're seeing the slide again. She's back with some dude she dated in high school or something. Am I wrong
Is she?
on that?
Maybe. I'm not sure. When you read like, oh yeah, her mom's calling 911. It's like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
like, wait,
boy.
Locklear, she's like 58 years old. Her
Yeah.
mom's calling 911.
Yeah. Well, she's acting crazy. She's gonna self-harm and blah blah blah. So they like 3:50 in the afternoon on Father's Day. It's like, oh,
Does this have a happy ending?
no. I fear it doesn't. She's been in and out of rehabs and blah blah blah. When you start getting those crazy things though, like she's 55 and I don't know. So she's not been charged with anything. The police showed up and they were like, yeah, we need to take you to the hospital. And so I don't know if that's one of those 3-day detain. They detain you for 3 days but she's
Separating parents from children again?
absolutely. It's not
an
right.
example.
It's just not right. So she's sought treatment for depression, anxiety, and then went through rehab. And she was mixing prescription drugs and alcohol, which is always a good sign. And so
Huh.
we wish her luck, I suppose. But I have a feeling this is not going to end well. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Extentation shooting. Did you not hear about this?
What?
X is dead, man. Drive-by in Miami. Not
the
familiar?
rapper?
Yes.
Yeah. Triple extentation.
Wasn't this the dude?
Do you know who he is?
This was the dude we pulled up a couple years ago. Didn't he get flattened on stage? I think it's the same guy, man.
Really?
Yeah,
I remember that.
remember
Someone-
that?
Yeah.
He's just out
Like
there.
out cold on
Yes.
stage. Yeah.
He was
Dude,
like a rival rapper.
that's right. That was him?
I think it was him.
Oh my God, I bet you're right. Pull it up, E, if you can.
I wouldn't have remembered this.
How
but-
the fuck did you remember this?
It's been on my radar. My boys listen. Watch him just get fucking clobbered.
Oh, good night. Good night, sweet prince. Wait, why is he still singing?
Yeah, that's
He's
weird.
unconscious.
Music's still going because he is definitely on his back unconscious right now.
Rap concerts. Who goes to a rap concert? Look at
guy.
these dudes. Is he wearing a bulletproof vest on stage?
He might have been.
Yeah. Is that someone with a golf club?
Do-rag, wife beater, and bulletproof vest.
Listen to the noise of all these dudes on stage. Just like,
Just looking
You
to
wanna go?
slug somebody. Yeah.
they are, yeah, you're right. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that's
that guy
him,
got-
man.
Wow. And
So
now he's
been
dead.
Living on the edge for a few years now.
Do we know what happened? I mean, he was shot.
No, but I think he was in a Lambo, right?
Was he?
Yeah, I thought I saw the gull-wing style doors
Sure. I love those.
in the
What
background
color
of the
was
photo.
it?
I think it was black or a dark color. Yeah,
Go with a little more pop, pizzazz, red.
would you?
Yeah, I would. For one of those vehicles,
I've
yeah.
been seeing more Lambos around. Have you? Am I off on that?
There's an
And I don't know if
orange
it's the-
one
I don't know if
around
it's the
here. Have you seen that one?
M5, speedway thing that's pulling cars out like that.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing a lot more where living is a vacation up in Lake
Really?
Erie and that. Yeah, just northern Oakland County. I've been seeing more of those sorts of cars.
I see him around here. There's like an orange one, and it's like, I hate the guy, because
You
he's
don't look at it.
got a-
Well,
No,
how
no,
how
no,
do
no.
you even know there's a guy driving it? You shouldn't even
peripheral.
be looking. Yeah.
From a distance
Okay.
in the peripheral, I can see it. But when he
See
gets
the gold
it's like,
chain shine, the,
yeah,
the sheen
sparkle,
off the gold. Yeah.
clips off the rear view mirror. and then I
Somewhat
see it.
muted by the chest hair, but
Sure. What, dude, I love. There's nothing that gives me more satisfaction than pulling up at a light with one of them and absolutely refusing.
did that to a Ferrari the other day.
Good
two,
for
two
you.
guys,
Good for you.
passengers there. His arm up on the, out the door and up on the piece of the windshield. Just holding it. Glances over at me. I can feel him looking at me.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
of course.
I'm just straight ahead. And
Yeah.
then, in fact, I took him off the line. in my truck.
Did you
Yeah.
really? Dude, I wonder how
Fucking
many
floored
people...
it, dude.
I wonder how many other people do that. Like, if that's a thing.
No, I don't
Because
think it's
you
a
and I
thing.
both do it, and it wasn't like you gave me the idea or I gave you the idea. We both were like, yeah, I don't acknowledge them. That's
And-
what
and-
they're looking for.
And I know I'm not just saying it, but honestly, that's how I was before I even knew you guys. I always had that
Good for
thought
you,
of not
Exist.
just. You're right. It's the attention though. Fuck
Maybe
you.
everybody does that.
I don't even want
Maybe
that.
everybody. And those guys never get looked
Here's
at.
the thing, because I'm in the middle of the lane and I'm staring straight ahead. I glance to my right because they're to my left, so I glance to my right and I see the guy to my right, like trying to look over me.
Go look.
Is that a Ferrari?
It's a Lambo or
I think it's a Ferrari or something right there.
You know how much that
That's
costs?
badass. Wow, that guy must be rich and cool. I
Yeah,
mean, he
he
must
sure
be really
is.
important and cool.
Actually, you know what? They do get attention because when Deuce and I went to Arizona, we were visiting G years ago. Me and Bobby, and actually Deuce was in San Diego
Bobby?
at the time.
Bobby?
Deuce was in San Diego, but he came to Phoenix to meet us. And Bobby was like,
Bobby?
I got our car rental figured out. I was like, oh, cool. What are we doing? And he's like, fuck it, man. We're going all out. And he rented a Porsche convertible for the week.
Nice.
And he rented something else too. It was like, yeah,
a
we
lot
got
of
a
people stared at you.
dude. You'd go to a gas station. It was like people would come up to you like,
What do you got there?
So what do you got on? And I'm just like,
Is it turbo?
I don't know. I got a.
I think it's a Porsche. Is that how you say it? Porsche or Porsche?
It's a Porsche, and it's like, yeah, but I don't want to.
It is Porsche, by the way.
I know it is. I know. But people would come up to you at all types of places, chicks, everything.
Dude, I used to know this. I had this friend when I worked at Zot that said he had an older buddy that was, I guess.
Zotford and Holly?
Exactly.
Where he used to mop the floors?
Yes,
in?
yes.
They've never shined so well since he's been there.
Listening.
That's the place. But I guess he had a friend who he wasn't rich, but he had some decent money, and he had like a shit car, and he bought one like really nice car, and he only drove it when he would go to the bar, and he knew the bartender and shit, and he'd park it right up front, put the keys kind of down, and he said, dude, he would only do it when he wanted to go pick up fucking chicks that were just
It's a pussy magnet.
That just thought they were money grabbers. And like, isn't that hilarious though? This dude, he would drive his other shit car all the other
He's
time.
showing his green thing, dude.
And he fucking
Look at my green thing.
Gotta work, man.
park it right up front. He'd make sure to put the key, ring down in the fucking bar, and he'd say fucking sure enough, I don't know, 60% of the time, 70% of the time, chick comes up, what you driving there?
I bet most dudes who buy those types of cars, like half of it is for the performance and the fun of just fucking being able to
You
afford-
think?
Yeah, what did I say?
He
Half
said
of it
half.
is for that.
I don't know if it's
and half of it is to pull puss.
Yeah, it's
Or to get that, to have the
Yeah.
feeling of, wow, those guys are looking at me, I'm important.
See, I think it's more like 70% are the peacock showing their plumage.
I'm willing to say 50-50. I think
You
a
think?
lot of people are into cars, and
Yeah.
I just personally am not, but I
Dude,
I
if you
get
had
it.
unlimited, like if you fucking hit $20 million or something,
Truck,
you would just
Jeep.
get a Jeep.
Yeah.
Really, you wouldn't like,
Correct.
because dude, it'd be hard not to be like,
Nope.
I'm the same. I mean,
I
actually,
would never get like a flashy car. I might get like a BMW or Mercedes, something like that.
Yeah.
But dude, my main car would be a Jeep or a
Jeep-
truck for
Jeep
sure.
Wrangler.
For sure.
not a Grand Cherokee,
sure.
Wrangler, and it's got to have the microphone under the hood again.
Okay.
we've got to bring that
I
back
promise.
because that is the greatest thing ever.
I've always said I don't give a shit about cars. I would buy a DeLorean because of Back to the Future. Some nerdiness in me. I would probably be a nerd and fucking pay somebody to make it look like the
Yeah.
fucking show. But other than that, I'm with Jay. Like, man, still would just be like, dude, a fucking nice SUV to go camping in and shit. Like, what is the point of this car? And by the way, if you have money. Now, Jay doesn't, you're married and whatnot, but even for me, if I have money, okay, so what? Why do I need a car to impress chicks? I've fucking got $20 million.
Yeah, but we're not car guys. If we were car guys, it'd be a
But if you're a
different
car guy and you're legitimately, like Jay said, into the performance and into the car and you're taking it to the M1, right?
I
That's
can
one thing.
totally respect that. But if you're doing
Yeah.
it for more than 50% to get people to look at you, come on. man.
Yeah.
Well,
Come on.
you know the people
Jesus,
that want.
why wouldn't you use everything you can? I mean, that you are the definition of a peacock showing
Because I
its
don't give a
plumage at that point.
Because I wouldn't care at that point. If you're talking $20 million, dude, whatever, man. And dude, you can tell sometimes the people that definitely want the attention. By the way, because I see a lot of fucking of our favorite customized plates on these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
dude. They'll fucking
Like
have.
you wouldn't have back in time on your DeLorean.
But that's
Back
that's
in
a
time,
nerdy
60
thing.
because 59 other assholes already have it.
That's a nerdy thing because of a movie, though, not because I'm doing it out of
See, if
think
I
you're
had to go
gonna- I think the
movie or
people
TV
would-
car, I'd go A-Team van
Would you?
or Fall Guy truck.
No, I'm going,
Oh,
dude.
God,
I'm going.
truck. That's
I'm
just your
going
truck.
fucking. I'm
That's
going
just his
kit.
truck.
I think I'd go kit.
Really?
Yeah, just because
With
of the
the
red
little
light.
orb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. If I
and
can
I
get,
could say, Michael,
yeah.
how are you, Michael?
We don't even need to change the computer
No.
voice because Michael and Michael, Michael was his name. So, yeah, kit. Wow, that's a good question. What about the Dukes, dude? Could you go Dukes?
Oh, I forgot about the Dukes. You're right about that.
Was that a Challenger?
Challenger, my
Yeah.
God, that would be badass.
But you'd have to have the 01, like Nana's tattoo on her ass
You
cheeks.
can't have the Confederate flag anymore, though, Mike. That'd be limiting.
But
I
in that
honestly
car-
think the A-Team van would be so fucking cool.
Really?
Yeah, the black box van with the red stripe and,
Yeah.
and the fin on the back, that little fin.
What about the
So
Miami
cool.
Vice?
Dude, with
Didn't
B.A. Baracus?
Yeah.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
the Miami Vice Ferrari.
Ferrari, the white one. I
It's
love
actually-
that Testarossa.
I
It was a
heard-
Testarossa, right?
It was a Testarossa ultimately, but I think the first couple seasons they had a tricked out Corvette that they were calling a Ferrari.
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard
How do you
behind
do
the
that?
scenes. I don't know. They put some effects on it to try to make it a Ferrari, but
Wow.
seriously, Bing it.
That's funny. Yeah, I
that's
will. I'll bing that later because I never heard
ridiculously,
that.
yeah, irrelevant fact. But
Yeah. No, it's a good one. I'm glad I know it though. I'm really glad I know it. What other famous cars are
oh
there?
man, the Munster Mobile, the Monkey Mobile. As
I
well.
can't.
the monkey-
I
yeah.
think mine is still better than all the ones
Really?
you've
The
chosen so
DeLorean?
far. I think that movie and that DeLorean is cooler than the things you've mentioned so far.
Yeah, but dude, people drive those.
Yeah.
like, those exist.
Yeah,
But I,
those
but
are
I would
around.
make mine
If
look
I-
like the DeLorean, though.
with all the shit on the
yeah,
back.
fuck yes.
The flux capacitation
if I'm,
unit.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm buying it, if I'm to the point where I can buy a DeLorean, you're gonna know that I want
Yeah.
it to.
I don't think they're that expensive, are they? DeLoreans? I mean, maybe because they're
Yeah,
they're
but
just
I won't
rare
have the
now.
money to buy a second. I mean, dude, I can't fucking buy a second car just to have one.
Stainless steel, man.
Yeah, only color they came in.
You ever? Do you have any stainless steel appliances? My
I do.
God, are they a bitch to polish? You know?
Fingerprints, yeah.
Oh,
You have to
can you
get
imagine?
stainless steel
mitts.
polish. There's a
Oh, I
polish
know,
that you
I know.
use.
Yeah,
that
but it's kind of a bitch.
works.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a pain in the
You
ass.
gotta go with the grain and everything.
Totally.
Ugh.
Leave streaks.
My refrigerator, it's just
Yeah.
it's
So-
a nightmare with the automatic water and the water drips down and it messes it. Oh my God.
See, but you're going to run into problems with a black 18 van. Doesn't black show all the water spots and dirt?
It's true.
I mean, you're going to have trouble too. It's not just E. It's going to have trouble keeping his DeLorean shined up and polished and looking good.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, you were trying to say that I should be concerned because I won't be.
It's something you should
How
consider.
about the Magnum PI Ferrari? The red Ferrari?
convertible?
Yeah, that was sweet.
You'd have
He
to
was-
grow the
he-
stash and
he
wear
was-
the Tiger's hat.
Dude, he
too,
was
though.
too big for that car, though.
You think so?
Yeah, he had to pile. He had to peel himself out of that. Like every time.
Yeah.
I think they had to do special cuts and stuff because he was so big compared to that car.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know if I could really fit
Dude,
in
I
it.
was.
Here's another one just to throw into the mix. I'm not saying you have to choose it, but what about the Mike Brady station wagon?
No.
No,
I
you're not
don't
into
know.
that.
God no.
E? No, not into the blue station wagon.
See, that Magnum PI Ferrari put kind of like the cool Italian sports car on my map. I didn't know
Sure.
that shit existed. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I knew Corvettes existed and stuff like that. You know, Mustangs, but dude, wow, that opened the door.
What did he do? Private investigation?
Yeah.
Is that Magnum
Magnum
P?
PI.
Yeah, I just thought of that now. I was like,
Magnum PI.
Yeah, but he worked solely for Robin Masters out on the Big
I
Island.
never watched that show.
Oh man, you should. Yeah.
Really?
I'm sure it holds up.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sure
of
it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clever show.
TC, the Island Hopper helicopter, that was his buddy, and his buddy Rick. They were his buddies from Nam.
Sure.
Who would help him
Sure.
on different adventures.
Yeah.
Dude,
Magnum PI, man.
you know what I thought when you talk about actors being too big? You know, he's too big for the car. You know, we've been talking about Robert De Niro a lot recently because of his fuck you and shit. Have you ever seen these pictures of him?
Awesome. Oh, he's got lifty shoes.
Dude, those are like Gene Simmons stage shoes.
Who's he walking with?
I just saw
Someone
this,
shorter than him.
Dude, I just saw this recently.
Dude, that is hilarious.
I saw this recently posted from a few different people.
He looks like he's on Romper Stompers.
Dude, you could do it. The shoe company could do a better job of making it look like a normal shoe. That's
They
absurd.
took about 9 shoe soles and just glued them on the bottom of his current sole.
And they're in several different roles of movies or whatever. It's not just like
That's getting to the point where it would be so easy to turn an ankle right there.
Oh my God,
I'm
yes.
worried for Bob's ankle.
Yeah, I am too. I wonder what he says. Like if it's like, oh yeah, these are ergonomic. There's for
Right,
back
right.
support. It's like, no, you wisp of a man. I wonder how tall is he?
let's see what he lists at. Just a second.
Yeah, those look like nursing shoes or
Dude,
something.
it looks like the boots Gene Simmons wears on stage when he's
Yeah.
dressed up as the
but
demon.
for the dragons and stuff.
Yeah,
all over,
right.
The beasts.
The
There's
blood
no
spitting.
beasts adorning them, but I see your point.
Wow. Oh. All right, you looking
Yeah,
up
so
this
I
thing?
bought
5'10",
5'10".
5'10".
which isn't.
Well, they
that
must need that character, to be prominent over.
I know, but
Yeah,
still,
but
women
that's what they
he's
do for
walking with or
crews. They
something.
dig ditches so he can, his co-star women
Yeah.
can walk in a ditch next to him, and then he's taller by a couple inches.
I mean, we saw what they had to do to the volleyball scene.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
get me
The
started.
jeans. Oh shit.
We mentioned Zat Ford a moment ago.
Sure.
I must also mention that per Walter's request, Gabara and the team at Zat Ford have graciously freshened up their read to no longer mention his medical misfortune. So, to celebrate summer, Zat Ford's continuing their zero due sign and drive event while supplies last. Lease a new 18 Ford Fusion as low as $133 a month with zero cash due at signing. If SUVs are more your flavor, lease a new 18 Ford Escape as low as $155 a month. Also, zero cash due. Surf Zat Ford's healthy deals and massive inventory over at dealsinthed.com.
Batmobile.
There you go.
All right.
But dude, the flame out the back, that might be kind of a hazard.
Yeah.
That would be such a magnet for people. Like, that is so just garish, right?
Of course,
It's
but-
insane.
But do you go Batmobile like the more recent one or do you have to go original Batmobile?
That's a good question.
I think
Like,
you have to go original Batmobile if you're
Yeah.
going to do the Batmobile.
But those recent ones, like in the Dark Knight
Yeah,
series,
yeah.
those are sweet.
Christian Bale, the one he's
Yeah,
driving.
yeah. But yeah, the original '60s version with
Burt Ward and
what's his name?
Adam West.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want people to email in. Email at DetroitCast.com because I know there's 1,000 unbelievable movie and TV cars that we're not thinking of that I want to throw in the because I think
We've scratched the surface.
we have, but I think you're going to regret blowing your load on the 18 van. It's dope. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I
But-
haven't like 100% committed.
What about the Ghostbuster mobile, huh?
There you go.
Huh?
I watched
go.
Ghostbusters 2 nights ago with the Sweet
Which
Pie.
one? The first one?
The first one, the original.
Oh, what did you think?
Talk about a movie that does not hold up.
What?
no.
What about the
Holy
Marshmallow
shit,
Man?
man.
Stay Puff.
There are so many slow moments in that movie, and dude, it is so reliant on you finding Bill Murray hilarious.
Yeah. What is it? Aykroyd, Murray, and then the guy that doesn't act anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he
Oh,
wrote
Glasses.
Caddyshack and all that stuff.
Moranis.
No, he
Rick,
is in
Rick
it.
Moranis.
But there
who
are
I was,
other
I was
people.
thinking of, but yeah, you're talking about the tall, skinny guy that wrote.
Correct.
The movie. Yeah, yeah.
It is not good, gentlemen.
Really?
Not good. The effects are so bad, which you give them a break for because we're talking 80s. But they're so bad. It's just such a dumb story. There's lots of slow parts. And I'm telling you, a lot of it is reliant on Bill Murray's just kind of, sarcasm
Yeah.
and
yeah.
attitude that was so great when Bill Murray was great. But
Sure.
now you fast
So-
forward 30 years, and it's like,
How does Sigourney Weaver hold up? Because she was the chick in that, right? Does
I
she
mean,
get
she's-
possessed by a devil or
she
something?
does.
Yeah.
I was
She's
such
the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gatekeeper. Yes.
I'm the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper?
Does that? So it doesn't hold up. Did Sweet Pie like it? I thought that'd be a rough movie for her.
I remember actually being legitimately scared at the
Really?
first scene. At the first scene in the library where like the books are falling off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm
no,
talking about
me-
when I was a
the,
kid.
The Sweet
but-
Pie loves kind of a little bit of creepiness, and she loves action movies. We're about to start the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh, yeah,
she's
of course.
excited. We went through Harry Potter's recently. I didn't
What is
watch
that,
them all
8
with. Dude,
Movies or something. I have a
think
box
it's,
set.
I think it's 7, honestly.
Yeah.
But dude, I can't watch all those. They're
Yeah.
they're just lots of repetitive.
Yeah.
Just action for the sake of action. It seems like
Mm-hmm.
Dragon's gonna chase Harry on a broom now. You
Yeah.
know, did that last movie too, but they're doing it again. Okay,
Yeah. Yep.
but what do we have here? He's
this is the
cast?
Harold
Cast,
Ramis
yeah.
is who
Yeah,
we're thinking
Ramis.
of.
That's exactly it.
Dude, I think I've already mentioned on this show before, but I don't know if you remember. But when I was a kid, I fucking loved the Ghostbusters, and we lived in this cul-de-sac.
Oh wait,
where
didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wrote up flyers for our cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And put them in the houses and like, oh, if you see any ghosts, let me go.
Oh, the retarded boy down the street is chasing ghosts.
But
now.
your dad built you a pretty sweet little like.
Well, he built
ectometer or whatever they
a
call it, right?
trap. He built a
Okay.
trap.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I
wearing
ha-
his back,
Yeah.
like a vacuum hose and shit.
Yeah,
he would
yeah,
walk.
yeah.
I'd make fun of you, but I went, as you know, I went on a world
Yeah.
tour through my neighborhood as Kiss.
You did.
All
I
complete
did.
with wooden rackets
Yeah.
and a Gene Simmons mask with a tongue permanently hanging out because it was just a plastic
And
mask.
you went door to door.
Door to door, and it was like,
Yeah.
do you want us to perform in the backyard? I think we charged a penny and went on tour.
See,
Kiss masks.
at least I had a legit product. I was selling powwow popcorn and granola bars for Cub Scouts,
Sure.
things like that.
Hey, are you saying that Ghost? I had a legit product. If people wanted to get Ghost, who were they going to go to?
And dude, we would
I'm
bring a
afraid of no
boombox
ghosts.
and just like play and just stand there. It's
You
like,
and your friend. Wow.
just stand there with wooden tennis rackets.
And
as
how many
guitars.
people took you up on this?
One maybe.
Yeah.
Let us go onto their deck in the backyard, and this couple sat there and watched two retarded boys at like 7 years old.
Wouldn't
These
you
good friends of your
stand there.
parents or just random couple?
I don't know.
How much
Dude,
would
if
you
two-
pay to have that video right now? I mean,
Right? If two retarded kids showed up like in Kiss Mass right now, though, and said, for a penny, we'll perform on your back deck, we would take them up on it, wouldn't
Oh,
we?
yeah,
Just to
absolutely.
see, let's see where this goes. Honey.
Members
Let's-
area, baby.
Yeah. It's like,
For
how they going to
sure.
perform in the backyard? Fuck yes,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
So how'd you split the penny?
I don't know. I think we expected that there was going to be way more pennies coming in. and
Isn't that such
we were
a-
going to have trouble splitting it all because it was going to be so much.
the idea of money when you're at that age, like a penny, it seems like something. I guess like
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, this is money. I
Yeah.
have money.
Yeah, but we could go to Tweeny's party store, and they would always have some dumb thing for a penny or a dime. And if we saved up, we could go get,
Yeah, no,
a
I
thing
know.
of Nerds or something,
We are that old. Wow.
Yeah, isn't that
You
terrible?
could buy candy for 10 cents.
Yeah.
Mike and Ike's little box of Mike
Oh,
and Ike's.
yeah. And they went up to a quarter. I don't know what they're at now. $15.
Yeah.
One of those tiny boxes. Speaking of rock and roll, not to take away from my Kiss tour,
Of course.
but you see Slash is taking. Do you know Guns N' Roses is still on the Not in This Lifetime tour?
I know, dude.
When was that?
Greta
2
Van
years ago?
Fleet is joining them in Europe, or has this
Wow.
month.
Well, Slash is taking a month-long break from GNR's tour this fall, and he's got a new album coming out with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. I like those, man. I don't know if you've paid much attention to those
Little
albums
bit.
with Miles. They're really strong, though.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of Slash's Snake Pit, some of
Right.
that stuff, but Miles Kennedy
Miles is
can fucking
good.
sing his ass off. And so, Slash says, we're all pretty positive that this tour would never happen. It's been blowing our minds. He's talking about, obviously, the Not in This Lifetime tour. So he's got a September 21st arrival of his new album, Living the Dream. It's the first one with he and Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators since 2014's World on Fire. Tour kicks off September 13th in L.A. at the Whiskey A Go-Go. God, that'd be cool, wouldn't it, to see? Like, I don't know if you've ever been to the Whiskey A Go-Go, but it's just a tiny little bar.
I have not.
Yeah. It's just a tiny little bar with a stage, like a shithole. And so to see a show like that would be kind of cool there. And then they conclude in October in Sacramento at the Aftershock Festival. They are coming to Michigan September 29th, if anyone cares. New Buffalo, Michigan,
Really?
at the Four Winds Casino Resort.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah. So could be fun. I'm going to see that. And then, are you familiar with the Blue Whale suicide game
No.
out of Russia, where they've been trying to find this guy for a few years now?
Oh, we talked about this a while ago.
We
right?
have, yeah. Where you try to convince people to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Like to go through a series of steps and like tasks, and then it ends with, yeah, you kill yourself, and kids are fucking doing it. Yeah. A Russian computer geek is under investigation as the mastermind of the Blue Whale suicide game.
Diabolical, man.
Oh,
Think
it's
about
just-
that.
dude.
Controlling someone like that.
Can you imagine how pissed you'd be with a vulnerable 14-year-old child,
Right.
and you find out in his bedroom he's been corresponding with this guy who's just
Getting off on the
relentless.
fact that he's controlling your kid.
Yeah,
To the point of death.
and try go out of all he wants to do is have your kid kill himself, and it's like, dude, it's so diabolical. Nikita Niranov is his name. He's being probed over claims he groomed 10 underage girls with death, operating mainly from his home near Moscow. And it involves brainwashing vulnerable teens over a period of 50 days, urging them to complete gruesome tasks before they're told, now it's time for you to kill yourself.
Like what? What are the
I
gruesome
don't
tasks?
know. You know what the story I have here didn't say?
Cutting themselves and things like that?
Probably. Maybe you can look that up, E. Just
That's
like,
the kid, or that's the guy doing this?
is that the
Yeah.
guy? I think
sure?
I think that guy's the guy, dude. He's
This
22
one
years
here?
old. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the guy.
Well,
not much different. Baby face.
Does he look the same? Is that the same kid?
I don't know, man.
Well, whatever.
A profile and a straight ahead. I don't know. It might be.
Both those photos were posted 5 hours ago with stories. So I assumed.
See if you can Bing
God, he looks
Blue
like such
whale.
a nice young man.
doesn't he? I guess he's a genius geek. So he's
What, blue whale,
described
like-
as blue whale suicide.
Okay.
I'm kind of with Jay. I want to know what the gruesome tasks for 50 days are.
I'm
You're probably
afraid-
right.
Yeah,
Cutting.
I sort of want to know. I guess.
I kind of really want to know now.
No,
No.
I don't really want. I definitely don't.
What
really
else could
wanna
be gruesome like besides cutting? Like
cut off your nipple? I don't know.
Yeah. Kill
Some
the
of them
neighborhood
are-
cat.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's lots of gruesome shit.
Carve a specific phrase on a person's own hand or arm. Like a note to your mom if you've been locked in jail and they forgot to feed you,
Make
and water
yourself
you.
hurt or sick.
That's San
I
Diego.
just made myself hurt. I did one. I pinched
Found
my
a broken glass and wrote his mom a note on his arm.
Yeah, the wailing Chinaman.
Make lengthwise cuts on a person's own arm. Okay, we've got it. You're cutting yourself. That shouldn't count as two. Draw a whale on a piece of paper. Well, that's gruesome. What are some of the other ones? Write yes on a person's own leg if ready to be a whale. Otherwise, they should cut themselves multiple times. Secret task written in code. Scratch a message on the person's own arm. Okay, yeah.
Cut your lip.
Overcome a
Dude,
fear. Get up at
fucking-
4:20 and go to the roof. Is that a weed thing?
Visit a railroad.
Stand on a bridge. Climb a crane.
Maybe you have to have some. If he's trying to trick people, they probably can't all just be like. He probably has to throw in some of these ones that are like, oh, it's a. I don't know, more than just all pain.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so they want you to become a whale. So they want you to talk with a whale through Skype, and then meet with a whale.
Sit down on a roof with legs dangling. Go to a bridge. Go to a real. Like he's
Yeah.
grooming them to get closer and closer to
Right.
death.
And then the curator assigns a date that the person will die.
Fuck, man.
Dude, visit a railroad. Do not talk with anyone all day. Did you do that? I think I could do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Give an oath and a vow about being a whale, so you're part of the community now. I swear I am part of. Dude, how gruesome is that? After these steps 30 through 49 involve watching horror movies and listening to music that the curator picks, talking to a whale, and making cuts. The last task is jumping off a building.
How do you end up so evil? Like, let alone just mean. Like, how are I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Like, most of the people you meet, you get
They're
the
just
sense
trying to
that-
get through it.
Yeah, people are generally pretty nice. You meet an real asshole every now and then, but dude, just fucking evil like that.
That doesn't. I don't think you can change that in therapy either. Like if
I
you're
would agree.
that, because he's facing 6 years in jail. He's 22 years old. They say he's kind of a genius, and it's like you've dedicated your genius mind
yeah to that.
to fucking
wow.
with 14 to 17-year-old kids who are vulnerable, like taking the weakest in society. And his thought is like all teens are wicked and do not deserve to live for whatever reason. I don't know if teenagers just fucked with him when he was growing up, probably for being a nerd.
Well, he's getting off on the control of it.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Well, they say he came from a really good family. He had a high flying, well paid job in Moscow as a financial analyst, and acting as a death group curator was just a hobby on the side. So he's making loads of money. He's got his own place, and then it's like he's down in the basement just.
yeah, that's just that's astounding.
I know.
To be that evil.
And then he's training others as well to be masterminds
Perfect.
and curators. So we got to find those. The cops say there's an enormous amount of online material found. Leaves no doubt that this guy was the one involved in all of this.
So he's not trying to hide it. He's not trying to hide his identity, necessarily, or he's not trying to hide what he's doing because they have a full list of kind of the program.
Right.
Man, this is.
I know these stories keep popping up, and they've been looking for this dude for a while. So, I don't know what he's saying now. Politicians and media in Russia have suggested that the figures are way more, because he's been, there's a dozen or so murders that are suicides that he's linked to, and politicians and media are going, no. It is way higher than that. The number is way more. 130 suicides at least.
Whoa.
Yeah. Children in Russia between November of 2015 and April of 2016 So there's 130 suicides. Almost all of them were members of one group or another on the internet. So they're like, yeah, this guy has way more connections.
He
But
must
yeah,
be stopped.
dude, the evilness. And 6 years. My point about you're not gonna like fix that in therapy. It's like, dude, that guy is fucking evil. You put him away for 6 years. Now what?
Right.
Now he comes out. What's he gonna do next? He's 28.
Yeah.
He's still smart. Can we make him dumb? Maybe we could take away half his brain.
Lobotomize him.
There you go. That's what we need to do. Mile High Club. Who in the room is a member?
No.
No. You never got blown on a plane,
No,
or
I
banged
have
in a
not.
bathroom or something.
I continue to just pray that one day I'll be next to a hot chick that wants to talk to me on a plane. That's my
It's not
big-
bad.
That's
It's a
like
good first
Baby steps. Baby steps,
right.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want. That's all I could ask for. If I could get that, I'd be happy.
I just want to be on a plane sometime soon.
Yeah.
It's been-
I think I got an errant, like half a hand job
Yeah,
under a blanket.
so did I. I was about to say that.
What,
I
really?
didn't want to really admit it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I did too. And it was like, it was more just like, can I pull this off with one of those blankets? It was a night
Yeah.
flight, and so it was dark. And I think I just like made the girl I was like, please, just so I. But I don't know if that counts.
Did she stroke your penis to completion?
Absolutely not.
No,
And
it
that-
doesn't.
So, shit. So there's a couple on a plane, and they're like, oh yeah, the people behind us are fucking in the seats behind us right now. And so they start.
Temerity. Wow, that is just.
Dude, you're not going to believe
Brazen.
it when you see this video. You're not going to fucking believe. So this woman is like filming, like she's flipped the camera around. She's sitting there with her
selfie
husband.
style, just over her shoulder.
Yes, and it's
Got
like, oh, yeah, this is our in-flight entertainment.
Wow.
And dude, look at this fucking awesome video.
I mean, it's not.
She's on top of him, just going at it. It's not even. And it's bright and sunny, right?
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. Shit. Here we
Oh my God, man.
You almost got to give him credit for the balls, you know?
Just shameless.
go. That's.
Isn't that kind of great though?
Just shameless.
Here's who I blame on this. I blame the female. Because a guy is a guy, and if for some reason some chick's like, oh, what if
I don't know that anyone has to be to blame. E. Why are we assigning blame here?
because I think someone should be blamed for this. You don't think there's a social thing?
I think, see, the guy's like making love right now. He's like kissing her and shit. Like, dude, you need to get in and out.
Totally.
You know what I
man.
mean? Like, this is,
Yeah.
you're on a mission now, son. You need to fucking
You take
bust
your
and
7 to
move.
9 minutes down to 3 to 5 at this point.
Yes.
Hurry shit up.
Yes. You just
But let's see
pound
the,
it
the
till-
pan again, where we see who else is involved in the flight.
looks like a small plane, you know, one of those smaller ones.
Looks to be a woman directly across the aisle from the Lovemakers.
Sure.
in some sort of hat as she pans across.
God, humans. Dude, what's with us?
All right, so
Oh wait, shit. Here, let me
okay,
try.
so we've got people ahead.
Try to pause it. Shit.
I think there's a woman directly across.
Really?
Trying to. Right there, right? You're talking about right. I know
No,
it's kind
go
of
up.
Blurry.
Go
I
up,
can't
go up.
tell, E.
Keep it going.
It's so.
All right, let it pan,
pan back.
and right there. No,
I think she's one row in front of them with the
Okay.
big hat.
Yeah.
She's got like a, maybe she was at the Kentucky Derby over the weekend.
yeah, right there. Is that a person?
That's a
Well,
person.
so
in a
you're
hat.
right. There is, but
It's
you're
just,
right.
It's a hat with a head staring out the window.
But you're right. There's no one in this back row, and there's no one in the row.
Yeah, so they're thinking we got the whole row.
Yeah. And the girl on top is riding him. And so because of that positioning, he can't see that the couple in front of them has
Right.
figured them out.
And she can't see
And
it 'cause
she's-
she doesn't have eyes in the back of her head.
Not that we're aware of, anyways. Isn't that fucking ballsy, though? This is on a flight to Mexico.
I expected it to be at least nighttime, shades drawn, perhaps. You
Yeah.
know? No, it's bright, sunny.
So, E, why were you blaming? Who were you
I don't know.
blaming?
I just
again?
figured that if someone was mad, someone would be like, "Oh, these
Looked
monsters."
very consensual to me. It looked like
Oh,
both,
very much
both
so.
No, but if someone was mad on the flight,
parties.
if someone was mad on the flight, like, "Oh, how could you two do this?" If I was a guy, I'd be like, "What? Dude, I don't know.
It's
She
just
wanted to."
mechanical.
Yeah.
And for her,
She
that's why
offered to
women-
stroke my penis to completion with a vagine. I mean, what am I going to say?
It's the thing that I've always talked about. Like, it, even though it sucks for guys, if women Like, thank God they control whether the sex happens or not, because guys would just go around fucking, man. If women had the same drive as guys did, if women were just like, yep, let's fuck here at the mall, yep, let's do this, guys would just be like...
I love hearing E just boil it down every
Boil
now
it
and then,
down,
you
yeah,
know?
something that we all know very, very well.
I know, but my point is,
that
so if
right?
people were sitting here going, if someone was sitting here like, oh, you a monster, if I was the guy, I'd be like, look it, what was I supposed to say? No?
Yeah. I know. Patrice O'Neal does a great stand-up bit on
Okay,
that,
does
where he's like literally a chick could walk out of the bar, not even in a sexy way, but just be like, just point
at
to it, point at the vagine, and he's like, a guy'd be standing there across the street, just be like, Monsters is giving away pussy. All right, just walk across. He's like, guys would they'd go over.
Dude, I remember seeing some study, and I know, like you said, I guess you're right. Maybe I'm just saying the obvious here, but I remember watching this video one time where it was like a girl went up to guys and was like, went up to 100 dudes and like, hey, do you want to have sex right now?
Like
and
60 of them would say yes.
I think it was like 80 or some
Yeah.
shit, or 70. And there was even guys with girlfriends next to them. They're kind of like, you could see they're kind of like, well, I got this girlfriend here, so. And then a
Gonna
guy.
have to take a rain check on that sweetheart, because you know who, the fucking asshole gatekeeper over here is going to be a real stickler.
And then,
here.
of course, a guy went to 100 girls, just like, hey, do you want to have sex?
Got slapped.
No.
All 100, right?
I think so. I think it was all 100, yes.
But you know what? There are guys that do that. That's their game plan. Maybe you should do this as a game plan. Just walk up
I
to
know.
1,000
Numbers game.
girls
Yep.
and just go, you want to fuck in the bathroom right now?
It's
Clearly,
One
that
of
is
them will
some-
say yeah.
Some dude strategy.
I don't
Yeah.
have that. I don't
you
have
see
that
it all
in
the
me.
time.
Yeah.
I don't have that in me.
Earlier this year, they say there was another couple of strangers on a flight to Mexico going to Cancun, and they were caught joining the Mile High Club, packed Virgin flight, going there, and
Virgin.
not
Is there anything ironic about that?
So the air stewardess catches them mid fuck in the
The air
bathroom.
waitress?
Yeah. The air waitress is like, boy, that couple seemed weird. They've been in the bathroom for quite a while, and rips open the door, and she's sitting on the toilet, and he's standing there with his pants around his ankles, just as fucking rock as rock gets. And
I remember that story, yeah.
yeah.
sorry.
So they didn't know each other at all, absolute strangers, and it's like, you want to go fuck in the bathroom? It's like, yeah. All right. And so they just dart off to the bathroom by themselves. The crew is soon banging on the door, demanding they come out. As he returns to his seat, and an air waitress says, would you jeopardize your holiday for a blowjob?
A holiday?
And it's like, yeah, I think a lot of guys would. I mean, you never know when your next random blowjob's coming. So
For the story, I would
it's
say.
like, dude, I can go to Cancun anytime I want. Like that's no big deal.
Yeah, but a random girl gonna blow me in
random
the back.
chick blowing me in the bathroom of an airplane.
Isn't
yeah.
this so common that there has to just be some baked in pseudo policy among air
Right.
waitresses where it's like, okay, those two just, give them a few minutes, but if this goes on and there's a line at the door, then we have to take it. Like, don't you
Well,
think,
to me,
especially like spring break
Oh
sort
my
of destinations
yeah,
and
yeah.
Las Vegas and stuff like that?
yeah, if it's Miami, first of spring, you're going to Miami or Fort Lauderdale or something, or Mexico. Yeah. But see, the only reason I would want to do it is not because I can't control my urges.
Just to say you did it?
Just to kind of be like, yeah, I'm in the club. I'm in the club. I've gotten my penis stroked to completion at 30,000 feet. I'm very proud of that. I did it once. It was like getting laid at the Playboy Mansion.
I remember
It's like
seeing.
I wanted that story to be like, yeah, of course.
I took my fanny pack off and then
Yeah. Fell on the floor, some change
had
spilled
coitus.
out. And then
Engaged in sexual congress.
I got blown in the bathroom that fucking Dave Navarro shot heroin and shot blood all over the fucking room. Not the same night, but still.
I remember watching this video one time on YouTube, and it was supposed to be like, I think it was a comedy, but it was supposed to be like, oh, if you want to know the way to get away with this, and it was like this whole ordeal of like, if you were a couple, like start fighting with each other, then start like kind of, but in your seat,
not a bad call,
like,
dude.
In your seat, start kind of be like, you know what, dude, I just can't, and like get in this big fight, and have the one go to the bathroom and like, fuck, man, and,
I need to calm her down.
Right? Oh god, and then you'd go in the
It's not a
bathroom.
bad play.
And you'd be having sex, but while you're having sex, they would have to be like, and you know what? Fuck your mother, or she's a, or the
Had enough of this shit
like
from
the-
you, lady.
like the
As you're just
mother-in-law,
fucking
or just
pounding that shit.
because people are gonna fucking be,
Dude, that's a great call.
they're not gonna want to deal with it because the fight would be happening. It'd be like, I'm sick of going to the in-laws or shit. Where people are like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck this.
It's a
whatever.
great
Can't
call.
get too rough though, or else they're gonna think that an assault's occurring, and they're gonna have to
Yeah.
Well,
break down the
nowadays
door.
you're right. In the
So
Me Too.
so she's got to go to the bathroom first, right? She's got to storm off. Is
yeah,
what I'm thinking.
yeah.
Because when he opens that door to like calm the situation, he's going to want her bent over presenting at that point, so he can just walk in and
Right,
plug
right.
the hole. You know what I mean? Like that's the best play, I would think. I love that idea.
I mean, it wasn't mine, but
if
I
I
saw
try
it
to
on YouTube.
join the Mile High Club, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to orchestrate a fight in the aisle that everyone hears, and then let her storm off.
Like, "Oh, guys, don't worry, I'll get this.
Oh yeah, she does this all the time. It's something up flying freaks her out and anxieties. I'll calm it down. Jeff Bezos is now the world's richest person. Jay,
Really?
yeah, aren't you proud of him? Good for him.
He started an
Amazon.
incredible company.
Yeah,
There has never been a company quite like Amazon.
they just don't have enough stuff. That's
Well.
There is very little Amazon doesn't
To be
have.
honest.
yeah, really.
Amazon
Dude, when you see these numbers, like they don't even register anymore. It's like seeing an athlete's contract, and it's like, oh, 140 million for 10, for 5 years. You're just like, dude, it doesn't even seem real anymore. $141.9 billion,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
which is already $40 billion more than he was worth last year. He made $40 billion last year.
What
From
did you say?
Amazon.
100 and what billion? You said.
141.9. So
what-
almost at 142 billion.
What is there? There's 9 billion people on the planet.
Have I mentioned our Amazon link? Hey,
Yeah.
everybody, please use it. Our
It
affiliate
sounds like a
link.
lot of people are using it too,
Yeah.
Jay. And I don't
Not
know
enough.
that we're seeing.
Not enough on our Amazon link.
Yeah.
DetroitCast.com is a great way to help the show, and it doesn't cost you more. The key, however, is that you click through our link. So please use that. It really is a great way to help us.
Bezos is now worth $49 billion more than Bill Gates,
Ooh.
and $60 billion
Bill and
more.
Melinda Gates.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, actually,
please.
Melinda and Bill Gates. Yeah, and $60 billion more than Warren Buffett, who Mr. Buffet lives in like a $500,000 crib. Weren't we looking at that like a few weeks ago off air?
Really?
Yeah, he's like in, I don't know where he is, New Hampshire
I didn't know
or
that.
whatever, but he's been in the same house for like 50 years. Just like this fine whatever. It's just, simple $500,000 crib, and it's like, dude. Yeah, maybe you can find pictures of it.
I think this is it.
And they say that Amazon is just this. Yeah, there you go. There's his crib.
Yeah, you'd think
Not bad.
Warren Buffett would have something better than that.
I mean-
not that it's bad. But
Look at what what's his name built? Bill Gates. I mean, his place is fucking insane. I mean, he's got like a whole compound, And Buffett's got his $500,000 crib. It's done nice for him.
I don't believe that that's only $500,000, dude. I mean, look at those like brick paver. Is that a brick paver driveway and stuff?
Yeah,
Is
but
a driveway going to like grass? Where do you pull in?
I don't know. That's a gate there.
Yeah.
Buzzed in, but
It seems to be a strangely placed driveway.
Sure does,
Leads,
yeah.
leads to a sidewalk, and then to grass. Where does one pull in?
I'm assuming there's probably
Is
one,
this a circle
one or,
drive that's
oh,
it's been cut off on one side?
maybe there's a 1 or 2 car garage attached to over
But
here.
How do you get there, man?
You pull in, and then you have to make a really sharp right. I mean, it's a hairpin trying to get into that. It's got to be a circle drive, dude.
Yeah, I know, but still,
It's an odd place for a
be
circle
that
drive.
as it may, I think we're looking at one entrance of a circle drive, and
Yeah.
it ends at the sidewalk.
Yep, it sure does.
Let's see other pictures.
Jesus, we need to solve this.
Yeah, this is a problem. We need to call the buffet's household.
Is that called the eyebrow window up there with the? in the
Oh, is that
attic?
what that's called? I
It's
like
beautiful architecture.
that. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Here's
Some nice brickwork.
Gates, by the way, when you were talking.
Look at the compound.
Hell yeah. Dude, he's got like
Dude, that-
fishing ponds and shit, koi ponds. And,
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
From the air, it doesn't even look like even close to a residence.
I
It's
know.
like an office park or something.
What does he have? His own water tank over here? Like,
Is that astronomy? Like, what is
oh,
he doing?
maybe.
there? Is that-
Maybe. You think he's got
that a
He's
telescope?
got a giant telescope in there. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a whole lake system, and
Or
you
he's
know,
building a TIE fighter? I don't know.
He could be working on a TIE fighter, or it's one titty. You can see the nip on top.
do.
I mean, it kind of resembles a titty. I'm assuming that's Bill's idea, not Melinda's. And then you got tennis courts over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that clay?
Yeah, it looks like clay courts. Yep.
Oh, shit.
But dude, look at. I mean, you can only imagine. And at least he's conscious of the, going green. It looks like he's got panels for solar.
Yeah.
So his $1 billion home.
I can't find one necessarily over the street right now, but I mean, these are people.
Okay.
If you look at these are people outside of it. Looks like there's a sidewalk.
Well, can
or
no one
something.
take another
My thing
picture
is,
angle?
though,
Oh, wait a minute.
in the
maybe-
foreground of that sidewalk,
No, dude,
according
this
to the
is-
other picture, is grass.
Yeah.
Look at, no,
Sure
you're right.
is.
Look at this. What?
What the fuck, man? How do you get there? How do you get in? How do you get in?
He doesn't want you there.
Nobody gets in and
He's-
nobody leaves.
He's made it impossible to get in or out.
Look at that. He grassed over his entryway.
I don't want to. You know what?
I think this is maybe it goes all the way around.
This looks like another image. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way in, and then he grassed over the other one.
See, that might be before he put the fence in, E. He probably had people knocking on his fucking door looking for financial
No,
advice or
this
some
looks
shit.
like the
That goes
side.
to your point, Mike. He's living fairly frugally. If he's not thinking about the landscaping there, so most billionaires will look at that and go, no, we can't have this. This looks stupid.
Yeah.
Because that does look stupid.
Yes, it does. And it's a gorgeous green. I don't know who his lawn guy is, but
The turf depth looks amazing.
it's great. We're not going to
Emerald.
rag on the guy's, lawn. It's amazing. But dude, he needs some color in there.
Yeah.
I mean, is
Not
nobody
popping.
gardening at the Buffett home? There's not a single bush with gorgeous plumage on it, or
there's no flora.
no flora at all.
Too much fauna.
Bought,
no flora.
bought the house for $31,000 in 1958, and he's still there.
Okay.
It kind of makes me think he's kind of an asshole, though. You know what I mean? He's worth billions and billions of dollars. Like, dude, come on.
That's
Come on.
crazy.
No,
I think
you
you'd be saying I think you'd be saying. I think it's cool to me.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like I think you'd be saying the opposite if he had fucking 800 acres and you'd be like, look at this asshole. What does he need all this for?
No, I think
you
at that
you
point-
do that very regularly. Where it's
fine. You're saying I have nothing I stand and believe on. I can switch gears and flip flop. Am I a flip floppery?
I think at times you are.
I think the driveway to nowhere speaks volumes. Like it says
You are
so much
so
about this
hung up on
man.
this driveway.
It says everything about this guy.
What?
That's insane to me, man.
Yeah. I don't know that it's a driveway to nowhere.
It
though.
is.
I think it's
there's a
I
might be an
understand.
illusion.
No, that is a driveway to nowhere. They had
There-
grassed over a prior entrance, and he didn't fix the landscaping thereafter.
Maybe he was just a huge fan of circle driveways.
But
Because
but
it's
not
totally
a functional-
unnecessary.
It's not functional.
It's unnecessary as shit. It is. I'll grant you that. All you need is this one going in. You can't even pull into a garage from here, from this angle. It makes no sense.
A guy like that could throw 40 grand at a landscaper and go, make this right.
Yeah.
And they do it no problem. Mm-hmm. But instead, he has a driveway to nowhere.
Yeah.
Which aesthetically, curbside appeal, Mike. Boy, does that suffer.
Yeah.
Draws
Well,
so many questions.
we'll see if he tries to sell. We'll know then, what the market says. Because people are going to have a problem with that. People are going to come and go, dude, what the fuck
It's the
is up with the
first
driveway to
thing
nowhere?
any new owner would do. It's the first thing.
Yeah. I agree. And then they would start working on some floral patterns because you need to spice it up a bit.
Looks like we might have some video. I don't know if this will help at all from like a street view, but
I hope it does. I hope it answers some questions.
I mean,
Boy,
the
that is a
text
troubling
box. The
Oh,
text
shit.
box was.
I
box
thought
was
you know
right
what?
in the way.
Okay, yeah, look at like
Let's
this.
see curbside.
Okay. It's in Omaha, Nebraska.
So there's the other side that we saw.
Yeah, so big gate. Dude, it's a driveway to nowhere.
It is. Yep.
That was not a photoshopped photo.
Wow.
250K in today's dollars.
Hell yeah.
Nice home.
250 grand in Omaha, Nebraska. It's now worth $652,000.
Wait.
No, the tour was saying that tour. I think it was saying that's what it was worth when he bought it for 31,000. Net. It was saying in today's standards. It was paid
Oh, I
200.
understand. Gotcha. 6,000. Wow, that's a big house.
6,500 square
That's a
foot.
big-ass
Really?
house.
I think someone's fudging numbers, dude.
We
5
don't know,
bedrooms,
we don't know
that's
what's
it.
off the back end there.
I'd like to see the depth. Yeah, we need to see the depth.
It's a very.
What does he have? Sheets over the windows? Was that sheets covering the windows? Tell me this son of a bitch isn't so cheap that he's not putting proper blindage up.
I don't think
Dude,
so.
Like in college when you
Look
throw a
at this.
blanket over the window.
look at this down here. He's a college boy. Hit play. I think he's got sheets hanging over his fucking windows.
Yeah, look that roof. We need Arnold
there could be
roofing over
some-
He
there.
wants no one looking into these windows.
Stucco could use some work.
Yeah. Yep. Wouldn't mind getting a pruner in there to take a look at that tree, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get
I mean, look at these dead fucking. Go back, E. This
Dustin's
is
mowing and grounds
unforgivable.
could do
Oh.
wonders over there.
Look at the amount of dead sticks on these bushes. Hold on, it's coming up. You're going to see it. You're going to be disgusted by it. I apologize in advance. Look at this.
Yeah,
It's unforgivable.
the evergreens have not been cared for. very
No.
well.
Nope. Unbelievable.
Nice Japanese maple though out front.
Yeah, I like that
Beautiful.
too.
Sort of an Amityville horror look to the
Yeah.
side of the house.
Yeah, I would agree. Look at these old birds walking.
It's a
by.
really nice house. Like any one of us
Is
would
it?
love that fucking. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a really nice house, but
he's
but
worth
to your point,
tens of billions of
I
dollars.
know
Like,
that's what's crazy.
so, going back to Amazon and Jeff Bezos,
Amazon.
he his story was like he was like he saw a fact on the internet that the that the internet was growing at 2,300% per year, and he's like, you could make a killing with a bookstore. You could put every book online, and you could never do that in a real store. And so he'd just gotten married, and his new wife Mackenzie was like, go for it, start your fucking thing. He was like a big deal, like had this plus job as a VP of a hedge fund, D.E. Shaw Group in Manhattan, and his boss is like, I just want you to stick to stability. You just stick to stability. So the two of them went on a nice long walk through Central Park together. And had a
Jeff,
talk.
are you sure about this bookstore idea?
Bezos told him, boss, it's a fantasy.
Jeff, it seems a little far-fetched to me. I mean, this internet, don't you think it's a fad?
His boss told him, it sounds like a really good idea, but it would be even better, a better idea for someone who doesn't have a job. Mr. Bezos, you have a job. You have a wife now. We need some stability. You just stay here and be a hedge fund manager. And so he's turned that into, as I said, $141.9 billion.
I've heard of his company.
Yeah. And so he's like, yeah, in most cases, our biggest regrets turn out to be the acts of omission. It's paths not taken that haunt us. And we wonder what would have happened. I knew that. When I'm 80, I would never regret trying this thing, and I was super excited about it, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it ranks only behind, it's finally jumped into the top 10 of Fortune 500 companies.
Amazon.
Amazon. You know who number one is?
I don't.
Give me a little squiggly. Come on, give me a little squiggly.
Walmart.
Our favorite, Walmart. How is Walmart still just the
Dude,
biggest?
Guarantee you, they are worried about Amazon.
You think so?
Very, very worried.
Well, Walmart currently holds the top position. And then you've got ExxonMobil.
Okay.
You've got Berkshire Hathaway. Yes, lovey. You've got Apple, United Health Group, McKesson, and CVS. What's McKesson?
Oh.
I don't either. Sons of bitches sneaking in there all quiet, joining the club. Bezos' success has come amid controversy. People are saying that the average salary for employees at Amazon was
Tell me.
$28,000 in 2017. So people are like, yeah, dude, how about you share the wealth a little bit? And
I love that. Of course they do.
yeah,
You're
400.
worth so much. I mean, can't you give
Dude.
like your run-of-the-mill lowest guy on the totem pole like double that? I mean, it's only 28,000 you're paying him. I mean, you're
Dude,
worth
you could.
149 billion. Isn't that kind of greedy?
It's totally greedy. I know, but it's hard not to look at that and go, look, listen.
Hold on. Can he find more people to work for him if he fires that person who works
Yeah,
for 20?
I know you're heartless and soulless, but hear
No,
me
I'm
out.
Simply market-driven. I believe in
Oh.
capitalism.
If you just take like that 0.9 of your $141.9 billion dollars and just like give it to all of us, we'd all be millionaires too.
Why don't you take $1,000, Mike, and give that away?
No, I don't like that idea. Let's not do that.
But you have several $1,000s.
Do I? And I don't have Bezos billions though. If I had Bezos billions, believe me, I would take care of you guys. I'd pay way more than the $10,000 a year
relative,
he
isn't
gets
it?
now. Yeah. So 400 employees at the Washington Post signed an open letter asking for better pay and benefits from him too. He bought the paper in 2013. So
For one, McKesson probably is not that big of a shock. Something with pharmaceutical, wholesale medical supplies and
there you go.
pharmaceuticals.
Should have known that.
And
yes,
two, looks like they may have done some fixing up since those pictures we saw on YouTube. Because if you look, that's the house.
At the old
Right
Buffett
here.
household.
So if you see
yeah.
It is dumb. Yeah, that looks to
Wait.
be. He's extended across the greenery.
yeah.
I mean, I can go to
He
Street
has
View
a
and
true circle drive now.
He doesn't need that other part of the Circle Drive though.
Well, if
This
you're
is
not, then don't run
unnecessary
it into
as
the
shit.
sidewalk. Is my only point, man.
It's unnecessary curb right there. You
Well,
don't need it.
Everybody loves the, especially when you're on two boulevards, two thoroughfares, Mike.
So what is it? You like his driveway now?
I like his driveway now that it goes through the
Here, we
damn
can-
sidewalk. Before it ended at the sidewalk.
That was your biggest bitch
yes.
about it.
Didn't
is
you
what it-
understand what I was saying?
I sort of did. Now I get it.
I'm not-
Okay.
Really? It took the. You didn't understand what I was saying.
Well,
did I not explain that?
I don't think you did.
Well, we're
maybe I'm
looking
I
at
got
the
it.
picture with
I
the
got
fucking driveway that ends at the sidewalk.
Oh, shit, where did I go?
What didn't you understand, man?
It went to grass. Yeah, after that, it was a bad. Look.
There it is. It's being built.
We're looking at Street View
He's
as it's-
got cones. He's got it cordoned off.
people finally got through to the old man and went, "Dude, this is retarded."
Google Earth caught him building the final piece of his circle drive.
We're in mid-construction.
Thank you, Warren.
Dude, he heard you and was like, "It needs to be done now, post haste." Dude, that's incredible.
That's awesome.
Google image, dude, that's hilarious.
Google Earth caught him building it.
Dude,
Yes.
there's literally the curb here. It made no sense. Now I see what your original bitch was.
I can't believe you didn't understand what I was
Go
saying.
back to the other one. Make sure that curb is gone because I don't know that he doesn't own the curb. That's city property. Maybe he's
What
going
do
to
you
deal with
mean?
the city because I don't think that curb's going anywhere.
What do you
Go
mean?
back to the,
talking about,
the
man?
new
Go back to the old picture?
the curb here. Like you can't pull in there, right?
I think it's going to be built for him to be able to.
Yes, he'll be able to do that, dude.
I just wanted to, dude. Who would build it into the fucking sidewalk and stop? I mean, who knows with this guy? So I was hoping you'd
It's
go
just
to
a
the new
zoning
overhead.
issue. It was a little hiccup in the in the zoning.
It took him 35
the
years
new-
to clear up with the city.
Just a second, sorry.
But why you wouldn't want a circle drive in that circumstance, Mike? I think you're crazy. I think you absolutely.
Yeah.
want it.
Okay. All right.
as close as I can get, it looks
See,
like.
I don't know, dude. I don't. Do you? Can you say for absolute certain that that curb is gone?
Yes.
Because it better be.
Because look, there's a. Oh, whatever.
Anyway, let's take a quick timeout. 5505 Farnham Street in Omaha, Nebraska. If anyone's buzzing the area and go by, and if someone's in Nebraska that's a listener of ours and wants to take some snaps, I'd love to see it current state, you know, and see
Especially
what's
the
going on.
curb,
Yeah,
whatever that- yeah.
I need to know
Maybe
about
that
the
could be my
curb.
next trip.
I need to.
There's E.
We'll send E to Nebraska. E, look at flights on Spirit Airlines to Nebraska.
What's the angle on the curb? What's the angle?
A day trip. Fly in the morning, fly out at night.
If you can get a flight today for $100 or less, we're sending you to Nebraska today. You could borrow some of my underwear and T-shirt or something, and you are off to Nebraska.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, $100 or less on Spirit Airlines today. We'll have you on a flight this afternoon. Hey guys, I'm here on the ground reporting live from Nebraska. Yep, the curb's still there. But one of the maintenance guys came by and said they're working with zoning guys and they're planning to remove it within the next 6 months.
Be unique
Big
as
E
shit.
reporting live from Omaha, Nebraska. See you guys tomorrow.
Unique as shit.
Dude, I want you in the break. We'll take a quick time out right now, but in the break, you're going to spiritairlines.com. See if we can get your ass on a flight this afternoon.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to send E to Nebraska to report live tomorrow morning.
The airlines are price gouging.
Yeah,
currently.
they sure are. It's something with OPEC, probably with gas prices.
Very likely.
Yeah.
A refinery that blew up somewhere.
Sure,
You
sure.
know how that goes.
It's causing him to have visual on the fucking scene to go, guys, it's clear he's got the zoning issues worked out with the city, and you can now safely pull into this driveway. It is no longer a driveway to nowhere.
Should I-
This has
23-degree angle off the road, no problem.
At that point, I
It's
think
got a nice grade. It's very smooth. You're not going to roll an ankle on it. You comfortably get any car or bicycle across this cleanly. This has been Biggie reporting live from
Right.
Farnham Street. Back to you guys in the studio.
with the flag, right? You have to have the mic
Oh,
flag.
God,
on the-
yes. And I think you have to at least buzz the buzzer and see if
Yeah, I mean-
Bill Buffett will just be like, who is it? Yeah, it's Big E from the Detroit Cast. Wonder if I could come in for a quick tour.
The only chance you can can't know if you don't try. There was another way I was going. I had
He gives
another.
us the report from the street first, and then he buzzes the buzzer in case he gets arrested on site.
Right.
Yeah. But
Well,
don't you think that's fair? He needs to buzz the buzzer
Yeah,
at the
of
gate.
course.
Now,
I mean,
should I buzz it and talk to him, or you suggest I should buzz it and run away and hide in the bushes?
No, talk to him. Try to get in. Get an
trying to
interview.
get in,
with you.
just like, hey, I'm here. Do you mind if I stop by for a second? I'm looking for some quick financial advice.
Maybe you'd want me to run into the bushes.
You should do
Mr.
that once.
Buffet, can I come in?
Can you imagine what an asshole if Bill Buffett is sitting in his house and from the gate, and it's like, hello, and it's like, yeah, hi, I'm Big E. Oh, dude, what a dick face, but it's worth it. So
This is the curb in question right here.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely, yeah.
It's the
I mean,
Parnham Street curb.
you can give us an update on both curbs, but really the one on Farnham Street is the one we're most concerned about.
It is the one in question. The other one, I don't really think is an issue.
No, I would agree with that. I
But
would
it
agree.
it is formally the driveway to nowhere, which has now been built out. So
That is fucking awesome that Google Street Image caught it like that in mid-build, fixing the problem that you spotted immediately with the driveway to nowhere. I love it. I'm sorry, I could look at this all day. E, I want you to, it's now part of your daily tasks, is to keep an eye on
I will.
upcoming future flights to Omaha, Nebraska.
I will.
If anyone has some ideas or is a local that can help E get there, we're open to all suggestions.
in the meantime, you have an annual physical to make sure you're healthy, or you should at least. What do you
I
do
don't.
each year to make sure that you remain financially fit? Our friend Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial specializes in thoughtful and objective investment guidance designed to keep your finances in shape. Call Mark today, 248-626-2000, and ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Did you see Jax the dog, the Siberian Husky?
No, what do you do?
He got fooled by his mom.
No, I did not see
Dude,
this.
this video is hilarious. He's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. He's thinking she's like a witch or sorcery's going on. She holds a sheet. He's on the couch, looking at his mom, and she holds a sheet up over herself. And then she drops it. As she drops it, she ducks behind the corner. Oh. And Jack's just like, what? Where did
Disappear.
mom go?
Yeah.
Holy shit, she flashes, she's gone. Little guy
Give me a
can't figure it out. Oh, no.
It was.
Well, I did all that build up.
I know it was loaded, and now it froze. Just give me a second.
Dude, that is the. It's incredible. There's still an image up of the driveway to nowhere. So yeah, you got to see this little poop. Sometimes they're so smart, and sometimes they're just like, "What? I don't get it. How did that happen?"
Isn't this basically what Copperfield did with the jet?
Yeah, yeah.
Jet threw it in reverse.
And we're all a bunch of Jaxes in the crowd. Going, "What?
bag up.
Wait a minute. That jet was there. Where did the Statue of Liberty go? What happened to the
Threw it
Statue of
in
Liberty?
reverse.
Wait, why did those elephants disappear?"
Nothing, Jesus. Oh,
It's taking a long time.
Just do some hold music or something. I don't feel like talking right now. It's just like
I might be able to help with that, Mike. Let's see. Let me
people.
look through my-
Sorry, I don't want to bum people
my
out.
repertoire.
Put us on hold for a minute. All right, I think we're ready to go here.
All right, so we have Jax the dog.
Thank you for
Siberian
your
Husky.
patience. The Detroit Cast will return momentarily.
And he's kind of leaned up against a couch there, and he's going to watch, as Mike said, his mother disappear.
What
the heck?
What?
She turned into a sheet.
What? She's a sorcerer. Where did she go? What happened to the mom? Look at that poops. Look at that poops. He's happy now. I found my mom again. Go back. Yeah, okay.
So
I see you, Mom.
He thinks she turned into the sheet, right?
Wait a minute. Where's Mom?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. She was standing right there.
Skills.
He can't
Wow.
figure it out. He's frustrated now.
Yeah.
Can't figure it out.
He's
Oh,
gone
man.
looking for her.
Look at that poops go. She's kind of hot, isn't she?
Yeah.
How old is she? That's
I know-
one of those chicks, like
Yeah, you're right. I
we
don't
were
know.
talking about yesterday in members area. It's hard to tell.
Do you care to wager a guess? Because I do have an answer for you. I do know how old
think
she
she's
is.
pretty young.
I'm gonna say
24 or something.
18, 19.
Her name is Sandra. Okay, Sandra Peterson.
Okay, looks like a Sandra.
Jax is 3. This is taking place in London. She is 23. Jay, you were closest, but you did go over.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
so
that
I would
counts.
win. I would win. And
E, I'm going to award
Price
you
is
the
Right rules.
yeah. Price is Right rules. You win because you successfully got
we all
closer
know you gotta
without
go
going
closest
over.
Without going over.
I'm going 18 months. She's 18 months old.
I'm going to say she's an infant newborn, 1 day old. There's the last guy in the panel thinks everyone went over, and so he guesses
$1.
1 day old. So Jay, yeah, you got close, but you went over. So I'm sorry. Yeah. Speaking of old ladies, did you see this 105-year-old bird? She doesn't look 105, does she?
No, she looks pretty good. You know, looks in her 90s maybe.
She
Not a
wouldn't
day over
fudge
95.
numbers, would she? Because she screams 80 to me.
Yeah, she's not as veiny as I would expect for 105.
Face is not
as
nearly-
gaunt. She pretty round face, right? Pretty
Yeah.
healthy looking woman for 105.
Yeah, she got her crown on for her birthday.
Yeah.
Dude, how insulting is that? You know what I mean? Like, dude, you're putting a little child crown on her head because she's 105. She's turning into a baby again.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than pinning like a pink bow in her hair so we know she's a
Designate her,
woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's hanging in there pretty good. You know how she's made it to 105?
Drinking and smoking.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Well, some of them, it's like no, it's your genes, idiot. Sorry, stop being like, oh, it's positive attitude that's got me to 105.
Just drinking and drugging, baby.
Yeah. At least you got a cake.
That used to be a human.
Yep.
Wow.
She actually looks almost human.
Her
I
eyes
would
look
agree with you.
soulless,
Like,
though.
not-
Don't she doesn't have whites of
Oh
her
my
eyes.
God, man.
She's missing the whites.
These
No,
eyes
but
are
you-
fathomless pits, black holes that no light can penetrate or escape.
God, look at those grandma-
Nothing lives in
grandma
those
hands.
eyes.
Yeah, grandma hands
But you
stink,
see
don't they?
old people to me
Boy,
with
oh
the
boy.
faces to me sometimes where it just doesn't even.
I know. She's a nice, round, full face.
It
Yep.
looks okay.
She put some blush on and some lipstick. You know, she's painting herself up.
Ooh, she looks way worse there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What was?
Yeah, what happened?
Wow. And then, sorry.
Boy, oh boy.
Maybe we saw her. The prior picture was at 104 or something.
Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. She's putting the same crown on her year after year for her birthday. She doesn't remember. So she's 105, they say.
You're not 100.
No, she's not 100 anymore. Helen Granier. I think she'd have a Gertrude or something. You know what I mean?
Harriet.
But Harriet, yeah, Harriet would be good.
Helen, has Helen come back? Helen's still an old lady's name.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Helen a 105-year-old popular name though? Who knows? So she attributes her longevity to a life of drinking, smoking, and staying out late.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is she
I'll
just
live
being a
forever.
smart ass? Is she just? Is
No.
That's enough for me, Jay.
He's gonna live to 120.
No reason to back off now.
She's trying to be funny.
If anything, I should take up smoking. I don't even smoke yet. Damn it.
Yeah. She's spent like the last 9 years in this living facility, in this Florida living facility. She's like, I never expected to live this long. No one in my family ever did. I don't know what the secret is.
She's like a cockroach.
Yeah. I used to drink beer. I smoked and everything. I stayed out late. Dancing. Helen. A little more than dancing going on.
Doing
She-
the bone dance, Helen.
Fuck yes, she was. That's the only dance that she was doing, dancing around his pole. So, and then I would go to work. She recalled, this broad absolutely loves gambling. Like, this is the perfect woman. And her prick of a husband refused to take her to Vegas because she loved the slots so much. She likes playing the slot machines.
Well, he's long gone. Let's get her out there.
Well, that's what she did.
Let's reroute some Kickstarter funds.
As soon as that motherfucker kicked, once he was gone and out of the way, that bitch was on the first flight to Vegas. Fulfilled
the
her
frickin-
lifelong dream of going to Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yep, my husband wouldn't take me to Vegas because he knew I liked to gamble. Oh, I love to play the slot machines. So I went to Vegas after he died. Now she is here, 105, still kicking along.
Where's she rank in American elderlies.
There's probably well put.
Like, is she the top dog right now?
She's not top dog at 105, buck
everybody's-
05. I think there's like a 112 out there. You mean just in America?
Yeah. Because there's always one in fucking Thailand or some
Yeah.
Filipino chick who claims
Yeah.
to be 119 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to take that with a
There's-
grain of salt.
There's usually some tiny wisp of a bird in Japan, too.
I don't know how
clocking in at
accurate this is,
112.
but there seems to be some level of ranking.
See, 119.
Sarah's full of shit, though. Prove it.
Yeah.
Lucy claims to be 117. Gertrude Weaver. Now, that I believe. 116 years old for Gertrude Weaver. And then, you notice there's not a lot of guys' names on this list. Not a whole lot of guys hanging out for 116 years. Susanna Mushat Jones, 116 years.
We answered that. Why the other week with that,
So our-
that Bill Burr.
Wait, this is the
whole
oldest
thing.
ever, but what's current?
No, that's 100 oldest American people ever.
I know. I want to know,
oh,
like,
okay.
the current ranking. I want to know where Helen ranks and whether someone's nipping at her heels.
Yeah, I think a buck 05. I think you got a few years to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Delphine Gibson, dude, in Pennsylvania,
Oh,
113.
African-American woman? I think I remember her. Delphine.
Oldest person known to be alive is Emma Morano, an Italian woman. We covered her, of course, at 117. And then you got this old bird. Now she looks 96. She looks every bit of 96, right?
Yeah.
She's going back to school.
Old Indian woman, sort of that, you know, does she have teeth? I doubt it.
Yeah,
Right?
it looks very gummy. There's a lot of gums going on there. She's 96-year-old Karthiayani Amma.
Pretty
We'll just
name.
call her Amma. And she is now enrolled in the literacy mission program there. And they have tutors that come over a few days a week and they teach her stuff. She's learning how to write. She's trying to get through 4th grade now. And 4th grade is big because once you get into 5th, you can start learning English. So I don't know that she's declared a major or anything like that. I don't know what her career aspirations are.
Is this the definition of sunk cost? Like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
where are we going with this?
I know.
You know, can't the tutelage be more aptly placed with a younger human being?
Yeah, I think it can. Here's the problem. She watched her 60-year-old daughter at one point.
Learn shit, and she was inspired.
Yeah, like
The
went through
light bulb went
class.
off, like, ugh,
I was like, I could do that too. And it's like,
you were human once. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure.
I mean, at
Emma.
96, that's just like you said, it's just wasted funding. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she wants to graduate 10th grade. You out of your fucking mind, lady? 6 more years
She
of school?
is probably out of her mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Most likely.
She fulfilled her dream of going to high school.
Wait, this is Guadalupe Palacios Garcia.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
a
this is-
totally different. What's with these women in their high 90s?
I said
wanting
96.
to go back to school.
It said 96, and it looked like it was.
Honestly, this is a thing now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They say she grasps her lessons despite suffering from a slight memory loss. They say it's due to age. Yeah, I would think that's true at 96. That maybe you would lose.
You're not a hamburger.
We have classes 5 days a week. Sometimes when we feel overloaded with academics, though, we sing. Yeah, you just sing old ass fucking songs too, like because you know, like we fall back on like just a good old boys.
Never meaning no harm. Yeah.
You
I
know,
wonder what
it-
she goes back to.
She goes, we sing old Theruvathira songs. I want you to bing. I want to hear what an old Theruva of a song is that she's singing. Because it's like, she's getting work. They're like 5+3, and she's like, fuck off. Can we start singing old songs yet?
Lots of sitar involved, I
Probably, yeah.
suppose.
I don't think you need to put old in there, I think it's
Yeah.
just the vuva. Yeah.
Bing's going to blow up on this one.
Holy shit, no one's. Yeah, I
No
don't even
one's
think
ever
you'll-
asked that.
Yeah, you won't even find their shit in the iTunes store. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess are these? Is that a type of?
Yeah, that's the top one there, E.
The Ruva Rothura.
Yeah. Everyone knows. It was a huge hit back in the day. 40 minutes of them. Got 40 minutes of these songs. What if it just rocks ass, dude? What are the odds? This is exactly what I would have thought. These usually don't have lyrics, though. Do they?
Ah, you got me there. I could picture it.
I love that.
There you go.
So when the lesson gets a little overwhelming, boom, we're right here. And you got to listen to this bird cackle like this. Yep.
Pretty language.
She's learning multiplication tables and up to 3, and she's mastering the alphabet now.
Nice.
Yeah, so good for her. Good for her.
What's the end game? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, her problem
Entertain an
was
elderly? I don't know.
she at 18 she got married and quickly spit out 6 fucking kids, and then, of course, the old man croaks, and so she's stuck paying the bills in this wood hut she's living in, and so school just had to take a back burner for 90 years, and and now we're getting back to it. So yeah. So her kid was 28 days old when the husband was like, "Fuck it, I'm out, I'm dying," and died.
Man.
Yeah, left her to fend for the family, and so yeah.
What a life.
So she's going to turn 97 soon, and then she's going into the 4th grade. I want to complete 10th grade like my daughter. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, man. Do we have any email, Jay?
We do have some email, Mike. Before we do that, though, I'd like to engage in a short reading of post.
Oh, for the love of
Well,
fuck.
we've received
Jesus.
post from Riga, Latvia. I thought that said labia at first.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
the,
I
the
did too.
cursive, the
Sure.
calligraphy type print
Yeah.
there. I was like, labia? What?
Yeah.
What?
I want to go
it's-
to a town called Labia.
No, it's Latvia,
Yeah.
indeed.
Where's Latvia again?
It's like it's across the Baltic from Stockholm.
You have a soccer team or
Sweden.
anything?
Latvians? No, not a.
How's Team Latvia doing this year?
It's north of Belarus.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, you get it.
Right where you are now.
Northeast of Poland, around
Okay.
the Baltic. If you can picture the Baltic Sea.
I know where the poles are. Yeah, sure. Sure.
I didn't mention the poles, but okay.
Poland.
Gents and Jay. Wait, what? What?
What?
I got
Gents
called out
and
as like
Jay.
separate from gents. Usually it's like gentlemen and E.
Yeah.
Gents and Jay. Hopefully this post finds you all in good health, even you, Jay.
No, it didn't.
He must
Sorry.
hate me. He must hate me. I'm currently stationed outside of Riga in a city called Adige as
Beautiful.
part of Operation Saber Strike. Bing it. Operation Saber Strike. He's a
Operation Saber Strike.
tried to get a post from every country we traveled through, Iceland, Poland, Lithuania, but every country we traveled through, no one fucking sold any. So you get this generic ass card, but with knowledge that Latvian women and Norwegian women are smoking hot.
Really?
Shout out to Bravo Company 125 Infantry from
Hell yeah.
for being the best in Michigan. Looking forward to catching up on all the shows. Enjoy the next 24 hours. Good day. Thank you, Matt.
Dude, I love it.
Operation Saber Strike. What do we have?
It's an annual international exercise held since 2010 by the U.S. Army Europe, focused on the Baltic states. The exercise spans multiple locations in Lithuania, Latvia, maybe Labia.
This sounds legit, man.
Estonia involves approximately 2,000 troops. Only 2,000 of them worldwide from 14 countries. And one of them listens to
He's a
us.
select operator.
Absolutely. It trains participants on command and control, as well as interoperability with regional partners, and consists of brigade-level command post exercise and computer-assisted exercise, as well as company-level field and situational training exercises. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's an important region,
Oh, absolutely.
and I thank Matt for his service. Matt, spread
Sounds
the
like
word,
he-
man. Sounds like you got a bunch of dudes out there not listening to shit in Latvia, and they could use a good podcast to listen to. So
It
pass
sounds
the word.
like he's stumbled onto a potential business opportunity, too. If
What's
he
that?
can't find postcards available in any of those other countries,
Great point.
hello, it's like bringing Mylar to Europe now. Come on, man.
Going into
think
every
broader.
every little shop in Poland. Look, I went around your city and I took pictures. Now,
Yeah.
see what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this on a harder card stock.
You heard of cardboard? All I need is a quick fact about your beautiful state and city. That's all I need.
Would you mind if I put a Polak joke on the back in the meantime? How do you get a one-armed Polak out of a tree?
Wave.
Hey, if you want to write into the show, send us your thoughts to email@detroitcast.com, much like Skip did. Skip writes in
Hey,
concerning
Skip.
the salted popcorn divorce guy.
How many skips do you think listen to this show?
Oh, he might be the only
You
one.
think? I mean, I like to think we'd have 2 or 3 skips out there, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, Skip isn't as popular as it used to be. A lot of Skips have been killed off in the last decade or so, I'd
Yeah,
say.
I would agree.
You know, we're running dry on Skips. I'd say one. I'd say
You think
one or
one?
two.
You think
One,
that's
two
the
at
only
most.
skip?
Over under one.
Over
going-
under 1. Okay, fair enough.
Not going under. Skip writes in.
Very good.
Salted popcorn divorce guy. You should have Biggie look up the articles about the salted popcorn divorce guy and post on the comments section. Have him put up a link to the Detroitcast episode and the time that you had your call with the theater employee. Too many people are probably wondering what movie they saw. It would be a great opportunity to have the links to the Detroitcast page from a bunch of news sites. Skip, thanks for thinking out of the box.
Absolutely, Skip.
Love it.
Yeah, that's going to be a great trivia question for future TV. Put that on your calendar, folks. The next, you're going to want to remember Overboard as a title. I'm just saying that could pop up in the future.
And for a bonus, you may want to remember who did the original Overboard. Who are the 2 stars in the original,
and maybe even who answered the phone at the theater. Just saying. What was her name?
Jenna.
Keith
writes in with a grievance. Ooh, gotta get my clock. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Grievance has found me. Start the clock. Squeaky chairs. I can't stand when someone is rocking in a chair that squeaks at every moment. It's even worse when I hear it every 7 seconds during my favorite podcast. Not sure if the squeak is a groan from supporting Mike's mass, a squeal of joy from being so close to the King's Canoes, or an expression of disgust from the smell of Big E. But can we get some WD-40 in Radio for One Studios? Keep up the good work. The show has been fantastic as of late.
What does that mean? Don't let them get your goat.
Ta-ta for now, KC.
They're after your goat. Don't let them have it.
Who's squeaking?
It's not me because I have a stool.
Jesus.
I mean,
come on, E. I heard a distinct crackle.
Quiet on the set. E.
But I don't do
rock
that.
back.
But I don't do that.
E. Quiet on the set and rock back and forth.
Wonder who it is.
But this is my normal motions, right like this.
Obviously, it's not. Someone has a grievance that's found them.
Because he's lying. I don't know. I want timestamps.
Yeah, he's imagining what we just heard is happening to your chair every 7 seconds.
He wants timestamps.
It's bona fide, Casey.
Absolutely bona fide.
Old man and pussy.
It gives it that homey feel, right?
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Yeah, a little rustic.
Sure.
Kind of like we're all sitting out on the front porch in rocking chairs.
Sure. Yeah.
Jesus, stop making unsettling noises.
Sure. Yeah, you're bad enough when you're perfect. We don't need to add to you. You can't have a squeaky chair.
There's no margin for error.
None.
We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Very good. All right, everybody. Call it a day there. What day of the week is it, by the way? Are we at
Wednesday.
Okay.
Or Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just wondering if we have to do this again tomorrow. And I guess
do.
now we do.
We do.
It turns out we're midweek. So hopefully you'll join us tomorrow when we're back doing it again.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.